Last time on the Thousand-Year Door, Mario temporarily became an associate of the criminal underworld helmed by none other than the dubious Don Pianta. After fulfilling a request from the Don, we obtain a ticket for the cheap blimp, which whisks us away to the glorious and gaudy floating city of Glitzville, where the flashiest of fights and the most brutal of battles are waged. In search of the citrine crystal star, Mario and his faithful companions sign up to become contracted fighters for Grubba, the promoter of the Glitz Pit, taking on the mantle of the great Gonzalez. During our time in the minor leagues, we rescue and fall under the care of one mysteriously imported spotted egg and set off to the title match that will grant us entry to the majors. Exhausting every opportunity and unable to penetrate their steel bodies, we're ultimately faced with defeat and fall at the sharp spikes of the seemingly impenetrable Iron Adonis twins. Crestfallen, we return to the minor leagues only to find that the spotted egg that was once in our care is no more, and a lone Yoshi child has taken its place. With Yoshi's help, we crush the Iron Twin Adonises by using their iron frames against one another and at long last, ascend to the major leagues. After a countless number of intense and grueling battles, Mario takes the belt and title of #1 reigning champ from the thunderous rooster Rock Hawk. But after overhearing many mysterious rumors from still minor leaguer Bandy Andy surrounding the Glitz Pit, involving the disappearances of many of the arena's supposedly retired fighters, along with receiving some mysterious emails from an unknown party, Mario begins to suspect that Rock Hawk, who cheated his way to the belt, isn't the only advocate of foul play. Snooping through the storage room and ventilation ducts of the Glitz Pit, we stumble upon the mangled bodies of our once fellow minor leaguers Bandy Andy and King K, who weakly tell us to keep away from the ring. It's then that we overhear Grubba in his office talking about poor finances and the inevitable collapse of the Glitz Pit, and how he intends on making us disappear so he can circulate a new cycle of champions to keep the Glitz Pit in operation. After hiding a dubious paper in his desk drawer, Grubba exits, seizing the opportunity to see the paper ourselves. We crash through the vent to discover that Grubba has constructed an abhorrent machine under the Glitz Pit arena, using the power of the Crystal Star to siphon the life force from Glitz Pit fighters to keep his physical body eternally youthful. But Grubba returns unexpectedly and catches us in the act, attempting to escape. Grubba frantically rushes for the empty arena, hot on his trail. We eventually corner Grubba, who reveals his true intent was to lure us into a trap all along, and powers up using his infernal machine in a last-ditch effort to eliminate us, once and for all. After a long and arduous battle, Grubba collapses, exhausted and returned to his originally withered body. It's then that the crystal star affixed to the machine whirls with an otherworldly light, and spits out the once reigning champion, Prince Mush, younger brother of the manager Ms. Jolene, who has been aiding and directing us in secret, who had disappeared all those many years ago. Citrine star in hand, we bid farewell to our newfound friends and make tracks for the perpetually dim, eerily lit town of Twilight and the creepy moonlit steeple that towers far above the thicket of hauntingly creaking trees at the end of the Twilight Trail. Welcome back to Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door.
Hello all, and welcome back to my playthrough of the Thousand-Year Door remake. Apologies for my tardiness. I was watching the fight between Megami Maki and Dagon in Jujutsu Kaisen, given that I finally started it. For those of you watching this series on the YouTube platform, I can't thank you enough for keeping me company in my hallowed crypt, and for keeping up with the series as well. And if you're liking the game thus far, and would like to potentially win a copy of the game for yourself, leave me a comment below. How are you liking the playthrough? Which chapter has been your favorite so far? If you've played the original, how are you liking the revisions? Do they measure up to the original in your opinion? I, for one, am thematically loving the overhaul. The music dynamically, I think, has seen the most revision incorporating compositional elements of the more modern entries of the series, mixed with some of the old orchestration, and it really pulls the on regards to acting as a great accompaniment to the overhauled visuals. My only real negative so far regarding the game is that there doesn't appear to be any new badges that allow for greater depth and variety to combat approach, which I feel is a greatly missed opportunity, but maybe we can hold our heads up high in hopes for a remake of the original Mario story that found its home on the Nintendo 64. Oh, and for those of you wondering why or how my Yoshi went from green to red, to put it simply, I can bend the will of a soul to my will. thus ridding the Yoshi of its revoltingly green texture. That and the green was aesthetically displeasing to me. That aside, let's make tracks for the town of Twilight. Welcome back to the 1,000-Year Door. So this stands to be my favorite chapter in any given Paper Mario game, and if you guys haven't seen it, you're in for a wild ride. I could not believe my eyes when I played this chapter for the first time. Okay, so our first goal is to get across this little gap here. To Twilight Town. The texture for this pipe is different. So in the original, this is kind of bricks. And it's a little bit weird that they kind of made it scratchy instead. The pipe rejected you.
Hey, what gives you, lousy pipe? We've got to tell the professor about this.
Don't worry, he's still gonna be Macho Man Randy Savage. There's no way, there's no dimension in any given universe in a Paper Mario game where I would not give a Yoshi a Macho Man Randy Savage voice. So don't worry, Macho Man hasn't been replaced with another deity or entity or anything like that. He's still just as macho as he ever was, and just as man as well. Right, so we now find ourselves back in Rogueport. So let's go ask Professor Frankly if he happens to know anything in regards to why this pipe would eject us. I do read a lot of complaints that people say this chapter has far too much backtracking in it, and there's only one part of it, maybe two, that are really kind of superfluous and not really necessary. But I think the rest of it is completely valid.
Yo, Prof, we found your pipe, and that thing's all stopped up. We tried and tried, but we can't break through it. Got any drain cleaner?
What? You can't get through the pipe, you say? How odd. I'm afraid I haven't the foggiest idea of what you should do. Oh, of course! I've heard that a fellow from Twilight Town lives here in Rogueport. If anybody knows how to get through the pipe, it'll be him. His name was, dang, what was it? Yes, the lover of dark places, Darkly. I've seen him loitering right here in this part of town in the past. Look for Darkly. Okay, so he doesn't exactly give you a physical description or a little picture of what to go by. But Darkly is essentially a being from Twilight Town, and they look pretty recognizable. In fact, we've seen him before. And he's hiding out just back here. Hi there, name's Darkly, from Twilight Town. Do you guys need something? Huh? Can't get through the pipe to Twilight Town. Oh yeah. Well, shucks, it's usually no sweat. You just need to have something that has your name written on it. Don't you have anything that has your name written on it? Come on, everyone does. No? Really? Okay, hang on, I'll write it for you. What's your name? My name is, your mom is getting her ass plowed every night by me, and I'm her daddy, pretty much. You know what? Just write daddy. And don't write anything like bitch or gigantic pansy or anything like that. Oh no.
Macho Man, baby.
Now he's permanently gonna have Macho Man etched on his ass. That is fucking incredible. Ultimate tag team. I'm serious, with the Macho Man Yoshi around, every sexual interaction, every escapade that we have is gonna be a three-way. Without fail. Alright, so now that we've met Darkly, we are finally off on our way to Twilight Town. That didn't take a lot of setup. And that's something I really like about the pacing of Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door, is none of the pacing is insanely bad. There's no preemptives, like you know how in Ocarina of Time you need to do a whole bunch of fucking bullshit to be able to gain access to the temples? In this game it kinda just flings you from chapter to chapter, and there's very little epilogue in between, and there's very little setup, and I think that's great. I do kind of wish it was a little bit more dense and a little bit more supportive structurally, but it's really not all that bad. So, without further ado. Chapter 4. For pigs the bell tolls. Basically, this is Tim Burton land.
Ugh, this place gives me the creeps. Is this Twilight Town?
Hey. It's been a long time since anyone's come from outside. You've come from far away? Yeah, those clothes of yours. Pretty sure you guys must be adventurers, right? This is a bad time to arrive. Wait, but you're adventurers. Maybe it's the perfect time.
Wait, what? A bad time? What do you mean by that? Come on, tell me.
Gee whiz, I don't know. It's a scary tale to hear. It's scary to tell, too. Oh no, the bell rang again. Oh, this is so awful. Who could it be now?
Whoa, that was the craziest fucking thing I ever seen. What's going on in this weirdo town?
Oh, badness. Now poor Gloomer got turned into a pig. Not good.
Who are you, Gramps?
I'm the mayor of this poor town. Some call me Dour. I'm not exactly the sharpest fellow, but I do believe you're adventurers, right? This isn't the place for the telling of tales, sadly. Come to my home. My traveling friends, welcome to Twilight Town. Well, I'd like to welcome you. But welcoming people is generally a good thing, and it's nothing but bad here. As you may have guessed, our town has been cursed.
Whoa, cursed?
Yes, cursed. That is the right word. Yes, of course it is. You see, beyond town is a forest, and in its heart is an ancient building, the creepy steeple. The dark creature who lives there, its curse ordains that when the steeple bell rings, one of the Twilighters living here in the village becomes a pig. Will my loved ones become swine? Will I too become a curly-tailed winker? I'm so worried I can't sleep at night. Of course, night and day are pretty similar here. If this keeps up, well, the village will be one giant pig pen, which would be bad. Let me give you some advice. Leave us. Leave before you too get pigified.
Not gonna happen, Gramps. We're looking for something really important. Maybe you've heard of it. It's a star-shaped rock called a crystal star.
I don't know about any crystal star thing, but in Creepy Steeple, there's a glittery red stone shaped like a star.
Whoa, are you serious? That's gotta be the crystal star. Gotta be.
You people, you aren't thinking of going to Creepy Steeple, are you? Unthinkable. Yeah, well, okay, see you later. Hopefully you don't turn him into a pig, and maybe if you do, I can get some fucking bacon, because I'm fucking starving. So yes, welcome to Twilight Town. This place aesthetically is fucking amazing. I've always loved it here. Ever since I was a kid, I had a natural affinity for this kind of environment. And seeing this kind of concept brought to life was fucking incredible. The immaculate feeling when you emerge from the pipe and the toning sets in, and the music, just like when you don't know what to expect, oh, there's nothing fucking like it. It's pure bliss. Amazing stuff. I don't know how I feel about the reorchestration though. I think it's a little bit creepy, but I think the moody tone was set better in the original. I do like that though. If you guys noticed the sign, how it kind of has the similar visible functionality and aesthetic that the rest of the town has. I think that's really neat. Oh, a customer. I'm sorry, we're not open right now.
What do you mean you're not open? During a crisis? Stores were open during the pandemic. What the fuck is your excuse? Oh, my husband's a pig. You're a pig too, you fucking bitch. Now sell me shit.
Why am I crying? Well, for one, you just called me a pig. And two, my husband's been turned into a pig. A pig. My husband went to the woods yesterday to collect herbs. But no husband came home. Instead, a pig returned. This pig. We got in a fight before he left, and I had called him a chauvinist pig. I know he really is a pig. But he has a sweet side too, you know? And when shoppers get rude, my husband escorts. He's just got so many wonderful things. I wish he wouldn't dip into the cola for money, and I really could do without it. And no matter how often I don't think it'd be tough, but I have my faults too, you know? I should have told how... Yeah. Are you even listening?
No, you kinda started prattling on way too fast for me to be able to keep up, so I just started kind of drowning you out and dreaming about boobs, but...
I'll do whatever I can to help. You can even take whatever you want from the storeroom, if it might help, you know?
Okay, well thank you for the free offer to steal all your shit. Granted, your husband can't fight back because he is now an oinker.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a star piece around here somewhere. I could be wrong about that though, but I feel like there is. It's okay, I can always hunt them down off screen, it's not a big deal. Let's check out this house, shall we? This pipe is new. I swear to God. The pipe rejected me. What the fuck is that pipe for? That pipe is entirely new. I don't recall that. Curious. Maybe it's a way to circumvent the backtracking.
A nasty monster lives in the woods past here. I'm serious. That's what somebody said. If you still want to go through, even after hearing that, you need the mayor's permission. Oh man, the old monster beyond this town gate thing? Isn't that kinda cliched? You gotta be kidding me! Fine, let's go ask. Whoa, the bell rang, Gonzalez! Doesn't that mean someone's gonna... Boy, I'm psyched it wasn't my turn to get pigged. Well, if you don't stop talking, Yoshi, you might be getting pegged. Might be your turn for that. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't bring my strap-on with me. Wait, are you implying that you have no penis? Cause that's what you're implying, right? No, I have a dick. Oh no, it should make a lot of sense as to why Peach hasn't banged you yet and keeps you on the cuckin' block. Whoa, this ain't good. Don't you think this pig is the mayor? What are we gonna do now? We needed that dude's okay to pass through the gate.
Well, I guess we could bring him with us for evidence, but there is nothing to really state that he's the one that got pigified. Like, maybe if he brought his cane with him or some shit? Oh yeah, so you don't really know it yet, but these are the 3 mushroom triplets that we saw in Glitzville, and that's why they're all together. So I think that's a really cute detail. It's a really nice touch. Like I said, this game is just full of creative life. Chock full.
Whoa, the cake guy's gone. Oops, nope, not gone. The stubborn dude's a pig. Well, hey, that's actually pretty sweet for us. No pigs is gonna get in our way.
Yes, welcome to the Twilight Trail. The music in this place is fucking bangin'. Super phenom. I love the music here. It's brilliant. It's so moody and atmospheric. Personally, I think it's fucking great. Huh. I could have sworn there was a hidden block there. Oh, I like that little twinkle. Oh yeah, what does the battle theme for this place sound like? Oh wow. I love the backdrop too. The new backdrop is fucking amazing. Oh, it's incredible looking, really. Oh, this is also the level where you guys are gonna see why I've been stockpiling POW blocks. And a little bit later on, there is a very good spot for farming experience, should you guys need it. And I'll point it out when we get to it. But these are the Hyper Gloombas, I think they're called? No, Gloombas are the dark black ones, I think. These are just Hyper Goombas, I believe? They're still pretty cool though. So these Goombas, the enemies in this area have the potential to charge. So just like Chapter 3 of the original Paper Mario on the N64, or Mario Story as it's called in Japan, the Goombas in the third area where Gusty Gulch is can kinda do the same sort of thing, and so can the Clefs. Pretty much all the enemies around here can do a charge move, except for the Amazy Daisies and the Crazy Daisies. They have a little bit more health than I remember. Oh, and Luigi's also in our audience, too. Luigi is just taking his place as a side accessory to our adventure, pretty much. That's how you know Luigi's off full of shit about saving Princess Eclair and all that nonsense, because he's sitting here watching us kick ass the entire time. I don't think there's nothing else I really want to get rid of. A mushroom isn't really of any use to us now, but we might as well use it instead of throwing it away. Somewhere around here, on top of one of these rocks, you can jump and there's a hidden block, but I don't know where it is. I can't recall. Now that's a little bit more like it, but we don't really have room for it right now. So I wish I hadn't hit that, but that's fine. There's my hidden block. And of course it's another super mushroom that I have to fucking waste and discard and throw away. That's gonna see no use. So something I forgot to mention about the super boots. So when you initiate combat with enemies, if you can actually manage to land the somersault before the battle starts, you can actually get that extra damage on your opponent right when the match starts. So that's a cool little detail. And this chapter for now is going to seem a little bit daunting, but it's not going to be all that bad. If anything, I'm a little bit worried about my allotment for health. I might have invested a little bit too much into BP, but I don't think so. I think it'll be okay. Because we're not going to get the partner for this chapter for quite some time, but the partner for this chapter simplifies things by quite a bit. She makes things a lot easier. So definitely for this chapter, you absolutely most certainly want to prioritize the charged Goombas over the uncharged ones, because these things are capable of outputting a lot of damage if you underestimate them. Like, even though I minified that guy, if that guy hit me with the other charged guy back to back, it would probably wipe me. Like, no joke, I'm serious. Like, this chapter is just that brutal. It's not really that crazy if you stockpiled a lot into health. Like, if you have 25, it's probably not that bad. But because I've allocated my points a little bit differently in lieu of some comfort and some customizability, it might be a little bit more daunting, but it shouldn't be anything that we're incapable of handling at this point. I've also noticed that in previous recordings for the playthrough, I have been having my fan on because, like I said, it's been very hot here. So right now it's about 95 degrees outside. But I noticed that the fan kept coming up on the feedback for the microphone, so I've turned it off for you guys. And I can only apologize for that. I've also done a little bit of audio adjustment in case you guys couldn't tell that also. So hopefully that'll help with the quality and the output. Yeah, and just in case you thought we were out of the proverbial woods from these spiked fuckers, think again. Because they are very much still present. But the good news is now is we have the Yoshis, so we don't have to worry about using our hammer on them. We can just gulp them and destroy the hell out of them. And this is where most of the Yoshi's utility comes in handy, so beyond that of the Glitz Pit and using his ability for gulping the Iron Clefs, the Yoshi comes in handy for defense-heavy targets. So, the Yoshi's gulp move tends to bypass the defenses of targets for those of which it picks up into its mouth and then spits at other opponents. Oh, okay, there's actually a visual cue for that now. That's interesting, okay. That has been one of my main gripes with the Crazy Daisies and the Amazy Daisies since the original Paper Mario game on the N64, because it's very late game that you come across this enemy. And it's very funny that they managed to include it so early on in this game. Which brings me to say, we're approximately halfway through the game. We're not quite halfway, but we're approximately halfway. So about midway through the next chapter, I would say is the midpoint, is the halfway point. But this game never really has a slow beat to it. There's only one or two later chapters that I feel are kind of padded, but like it's really not all that bad. And the game is so artistically vibrant and beautiful and wonderful that you just hardly take notice. And that's something super great about this game, even the original. I also just want to cosmetically, I'm probably going to do this a lot throughout this chapter, so please do forgive me for that, as I do quite love it. I love the green contrast on the purple. The purplish pink and green contrast is fucking awesome. And I think I love it so much because those are the colors that I chose to represent my Jiangxi. I just think it's really neat. I've always had a fascination with those kind of colors and that kind of vibrancy and that kind of color scheme. I think it's very eerie and it's very spooky, and I like that a lot. Am I seriously missing that? Oh man, my depth perception is just that garbage. This pig probably has better depth than I do. Nice. Early star piece. Not like it's gonna matter, but still, it's there. Maybe the pig wants to hoard it. I don't know. Maybe the pig is Wario in disguise and it wants to collect it and amass it to its treasure hoard. I say it's because Wario is not a person. Wario is a vacuum, quite literally, for anything shiny. Right, so now that we have the key, now we come back into the shop, so now we can access the back room. Now you may be wondering, oh, you haven't played this in like fucking how many years? How do you remember all this shit? Like I said, I played this game religiously. Out the yin-yang. I love this fucking game. Hold up, hey, who's there? I just heard a voice. There's no way that people could be here. Seriously, that's just so unlikely. Huh? What's that you say? You've seen a chest like this before. Get out of here. No, 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 I'm not like those chests, I promise. Look at my eyes, tell me I'm lying. I'm not, seriously, just get me out of here, you'll see. Don't make me beg. What? Come on, you know how ridiculous you sound right now. I'm laughing in here. You honestly think I'm going to curse you when I get out? Curse you? Well, I did plan on doing something to you, but it's not so much a curse as a... well, a really wonderful new ability that will allow you to go special places. Doesn't that sound nice? Yeah, you know what, that actually does kind of... You mean like a trip to Cancun? Oh, come on, please, just find this key and open the chest, okay? I know it's near this town somewhere, I just can't go look for it myself. 'Cause I'm in here. So pretty, please. Wait, is that... oh my! You already found the key! Oh, happy day! Fools!
What were you expecting? Did you think a lovely lady would pop out or something? Now I'm going to hit you with the king of curses, the cursiest curse ever. Fear my terrible power. You will know the pain of having your body roll up real small. Be cursed! Now you're cursed, loser. Savor your suffering. When this curse strikes you, you won't even be able to walk. You'll be forced to roll around as a tacky tube. Your suffering amuses me, and so I laugh. Now show me your cursed plight so I can laugh all the more. Just press and hold CR, then rotate whatever repeatedly. Your pathetic misery thrills me to the core. When you're in that form, you must roll everywhere, like some embarrassingly extruded wheel. I want to get a good, long look at you in this pitiful form. Now roll. Roll like a drop of butterscotch on a sidewalk. Well, do you see how pitiful and tubular you are? When the suffering becomes too much, press B to revert to your normal self. Don't forget. So tell me, do you now understand your eternal, cylindrical agony?
Yeah, I think I got it.
I leave you to suffer, fools!
Man, doing those is so much fucking fun. I do love doing those. Those are fucking fantastic. You open the storeroom, I see. Feel free to take whatever you want out of there. And if you don't take the jam and jelly, I'll just throw it away, cause you obviously don't want it. It's not like it's a high-tier item or anything. That's a good trade for a chance to get my husband back, I think. No sense in fretting, though. I should get the store ready for business. Sure wish I had my husband back in normal form to help me run the place, you know? Well, you seem like the kind of Twilight nerd that could use too. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not into purple bitches. Good luck with the pig thing, though. Yeah, dude, I certainly love doing those voices for the evil curse chests, and luckily we have one more to go. Spoiler alert. But we do have one more to go. It's way later, though, so we're not going to be seeing it for quite a while. But it's in another one of my favorite chapters in the game. I really should have just left the item box alone. I don't know why. I have an impulsive nature to just jump and hit every block. I think it's in my Italian genes. And no, I don't mean genes as in overalls, I mean as in history. And lineage. Okay, so if I remember correctly, I think we need Flurry for this. Sorry, Native Americans. I'm not appropriating your land or whatever, I just need access to this pipe, okay? Totally different things. I'm not colonizing your sacred land. Not like I'm gonna build a casino on it. You'd probably do that before I would. Let's see if we get lucky, shall we? Oh, we didn't. Damn. That's unfortunate. Alright, so I have an idea here. There's a very good reason that I've stockpiled a ton of earthquakes and ground pounds and stuff like that. So we have a couple options here. We could use an earthquake, or we could use Quake Hammer. But Quake Hammer isn't gonna really do us too much good yet. It will in a minute. Oh, I did that way too early. Shit, that's actually really bad. That is not a good position to be in. Hopefully she attacks my Yoshi, because if she doesn't, I might be a little bit fucked here. I forgot they could put you to sleep. That might wake me up, though. No, it'd still put me to sleep. Oh, thank God. My lucky came in handy. Holy shit. Legendary. Nice. That's exactly the prime outcome. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you, Shy Guy. That actually helped quite a bit. Oh, is she putting me to sleep repeatedly? Oh no. Oh no, she isn't. Okay, alright. This is fine. Holy shit, that was actually really horrifying, I'm not gonna lie. These things are deadly with my health threshold. Jesus, I gotta be careful, dude. I only got 15 HP, I could get wiped hella fast. I gotta be really careful here. Those things do not fuck around. Do not underestimate them simply because they are daisies. They do not mess. Okay, while we're at it, I know I have like 15 out of... No, I have like 10 out of 20 or something like that. Let me just use a safety shroom. Wait, what did I do? What the fuck? I thought I used it... Weird, okay. I don't know what the fuck I just did, but alright. I don't even know what item I used. I thought I used a super shroom, but I guess I didn't. Oh, nice. I got an earthquake reimbursement. That's fantastic. Super cool. Okay, I need to get the first strike on these things, because if I don't, I'm going to be in a massive amount of trouble. Okay, I know exactly what I'm going to do here. Oh, wait, no I don't. Actually, yeah, I do, because they need to turn to charge, don't they? Hold on. Let me ground pound this guy. Although this is gonna be really bad if he uses that on me. That rain powder might fuck me up. Hopefully this works out in my favor though. Hopefully he doesn't decide to use it and just goes for a charge instead. If he goes for a charge, I'll be fine, but if he doesn't, I might be in trouble here. Because I'm not gonna have the damage output, I don't think, to kill them all in one turn. Now I can showcase this move in all its glory and tell you guys why it's so fucking good. This move is by far one of the best specials in the game, and people underestimate it, and they don't utilize it enough. It is like a trump card, it is like a last resort. If you know you're gonna get fucked, you can just do this. Oh, nice. That early guard set me up for the other guard. Oh shit. That's not good. That's why I went for that move though, because now I have the attack benefit and I have the defense benefit. Okay, so it said attacks might. Nice. Handy. Yeah, you see that damage increase? I went from like 4 to 9. Absolutely insane. Actually cracked. 7. So, like, just imagine doing that power boost and then doing a Quake Hammer all across the stage and just killing every enemy at once. It's just, it's fucking ludicrous how OP that move is. It's stupid good. I would give anything to have that, though. I wish I had the ability to charge an extra 6 damage. Using that power increase plus a charge would just be fucking bonkers. Fucking 7. That is like ludicrous damage. That is like literally endgame damage output. And we're only in chapter 4. We're not even halfway through the game yet. That's freaking wild. It's crazy what you can do in this game. And it's funny because my damage output potential is not even half of what it could be. If I ran Danger Mario... Oh yeah, that's another really good badge if you're doing the, power lift. Again, super underestimated move. Very underutilized. So, this is partly why I brought the Earthquakes. This is also why I run FP regen. For situations exactly like that. So in the event that I needed to do multiple gulps or multiple stampedes or whatever to be able to eliminate all the enemies on the field, that's why I have FP regen. It's just, it's so fucking god tier, the setup I end up running in this game. The only problem is I end up running the same thing pretty much all the time, and it does get a little bland. It does get a little bit boring, and I would love to branch out and try some other stuff, but it's just not worth it. You get to being able to do so much crazy shit in this game, it's not even fucking funny. Like, everything else pales in comparison, really. Kinda crazy, I still remember this game like the back of my hand, man. It feels like I'm 10 years old playing this again. I fucking love it. I'm so here for it. And again, for anybody who hasn't played this game, it is fucking phenomenal. Super awesome. Them going back and remaking this game actually gives me a lot of hope for future Paper Marios going forward. Creatively, I cannot wait to see what they do with the series. I really did like Origami King, but I hated some of the battle system. I liked the boss fights, but I hated the regular fighting. The regular fighting, like the regular combat, felt so fucking bloated to me. It just felt like it kinda sucked. Okay, let's do this, just so I can show you guys exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's do this instead. Check this shit out. So we're gonna drop an appeal, right? That's gonna give us star power. That's going to allow us to do another power lift, because now we have 3 nodes. So we're gonna do another power lift. And hopefully these crazy daisies don't put me to sleep, so I can actually showcase this to its full effect. Here's hoping, anyway. I can't predict the future, I'm not a Swami. I'm not Merlee. What do I look like? Merlovely? Come on, dude. Oh, I hit a mushroom. Shit. So the mushroom makes you go a lot slower. But it's fine. We still did pretty good. And the great thing about Power Lift is it would be great if they just gave you a power increase, but it's actually better to get the defense increase. And you're gonna see why. Maybe in this fight. Depending on if that one puts me to sleep or not. Oh no, she went for my Yoshi. Okay, that's ideal. Okay, now check this bullshit out. You guys ready for some nonsense? Are you ready for this? Are you actually ready for this? Oh, that was cool. My Yoshi actually threw the egg, even though it was asleep. That's fucking hilarious. Okay. So we're gonna go hammer mode, and we're gonna go Quake Hammer. Check this shit out. Just insta-dead. Just fucking absolute insta-death. Oh, I like her little tired sprite. That's crazy. That's actually really cute. It gives the enemies a lot of individual uniqueness. I find that super wholesome. Again, it's amazing that they've managed to add more life to this game. This game was already chock full of vibrancy and beauty in its own artistic, quirky way.